So today we will see if there is a multiple growth rates. In case of multiple growth rates, how we will solve the Gordon growth model problem. So till now, whatever sum we have done, illustration we have done, in that there was only one growth rate, single growth rate was there. In today's problem, we will see if there is a multiple growth rate, then how we will have to solve the Gordon growth model. For that, we will have to read the illustration number 9. This is a case of a multiple growth model. Multiple growth model. Till now, whatever sum we have done, it was a single growth model, and zero growth model sum also we have seen in the last class. If there is no growth, how to solve that? And a single growth model we have seen many sums. Today we will be seeing about multiple growth model. What is a multiple growth model? In multiple growth model, you will be given more than one growth rate. See, read this illustration. R.com Limited is foreseeing a growth rate of 12% per annum in the next 2 years. So this company R.com, it is expecting a growth rate of 12% growth rate for the next 2 years. That is 1 and 2 years. It is expecting a growth rate of 12%. Okay. So it is a multiple growth model. So for first 2 years, they are expecting that their growth rate will be 12%. Growth rate is likely to fall to 10% in third and fourth year. See here, growth rate is changing. First 2 years, they are expecting that their growth rate will be 12%. Company will grow at a 12% per annum. And in third and fourth year, they are expecting that their growth rate will be 10 percentage per annum. Okay. After the growth rate is expected to stabilize at 8%, means after the fourth year, means from end of fourth year, your growth rate will remain constant at 8% continually. Okay, understand the question properly. Here three growth rates are there. First growth rate 12% is for the first 2 years, then 10% is for the third and fourth year. After that, they are saying that our growth rate will be stabilizing at 8% continue. Or till the business is there, it will remain 8% only. It is expected to stabilize. Okay. And if the last dividend is 1.50, last dividend paid means D0. Wording, so you have to see very clearly, last dividend means D0. So D0 is 1.50 per share. Okay. And investors required rate of return KE is 16%. This is the discounting factor. Okay, here one advantage is that discounting factor is given in the question only. So no need of calculating the discounting factors. They have already calculated and given you the PV factors. So in this sum, what is required? We have to find out the price of the, this is our requirement. P0E we have to find out. So normally how we find out if single growth rate is there, simple formula, past dividend, in that we will multiply the growth rate, we will get and discounted by KE minus G, we will get the what? We will get the P0. But here multiple growth rate is there, so we cannot apply this formula directly. So this formula we cannot apply directly, we cannot apply this formula. So how we will have to solve this illustration, let us see. So everybody understood the illustration properly. Here three growth rates are there. First growth rate is 12% for the next 2 years, first 2 years. 10% for the third and fourth year. After that, company is expecting that continuous growth rate will be 8%, perpetual growth rate. Now, how to solve this sum? If there is a multiple growth rate, we will have to use the tabular method. We cannot directly use the formula method. So we will be solving through tabular method only. This sum, multiple growth rate model. Multiple growth rate illustration number 9. Okay. How will we solve this illustration? See, okay. What is we have to calculate? We have to calculate the current market price of the share. Calculation of current market price of shares com limited. So multiple growth model is simple. First we will do years, okay, dividend, cash inflow, write dividends only. PV factor at the rate 16 percentage, which is given in the illustration only. Discounted cash flow. So year, see how much years is given. First 2 years, that is year 1 and 2, and third and fourth year. So 4 years are there in this question. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This will be here one column I am adding, but you need not add this for understanding purpose. So dividend of year 1 will be D1, dividend of year 2 will be D2, dividend of year 3 will be D3, and dividend of year 4 will be D4. Okay. Now, how to calculate D1? How you will calculate D1? First, we will have to calculate the D1. This is required first. So D1, how we can calculate? D1 will be calculated on basis of D0. So D0 is given in our question. D0 is 1.50 per share. So what will be D1? How can we calculate D1? See, D0 is given in the question. That is 0th year. D0 is 1.5 rupees 1.5. So based on this, we can calculate the D1. How we will calculate? D1 will be D1 will be D0 1 plus G is equal to D0 is 1.5, 1 plus what is the growth rate for first year? 12 percentage. What is the growth rate for first year? Next 2 years they are told, no? First and second year. Growth rate is 12 percentage. So multiplied by 12 percentage. 0.12. We will get the D0, D1. This formula we can keep it here. It will be good, I think so. D1 is equal to D0 1 plus D. Here we can write the answer. So what will be the D1? Anybody calculate? 1.5 bracket 1 plus 0.12. What should be the D1? This column you can call it as workings. So 1 plus 0.12, 1 plus 0.12, 12 into 1.5. So it is 1.68. Okay, you write it as rupees 1.68, rupees 1.68, or you put it here only rupees. So no need of writing in every this. Put here only rupees 1.68, correct. Now how will you calculate D2? D2 will be calculated on D1. D1 1 plus G. D1 is how much? D1 we have already calculated 1.68, and growth for second year is also 12 percentage only given in the question. Okay, now you can calculate this D2. How much is D2? 1 plus 0.12 into 1.68. So it will be 1.88. Now D3 will be calculated on basis of D2 1 plus G. Growth rate for third year is how much? Growth rate is becoming 10 percentage. So this is how much? 1 plus 0.12 into 1.68. 1.88. Check everybody. 1.88. 1 plus 0.10 because growth rate for third year is 10 percentage. If you will see the question, growth rate for third and fourth year is 10 percentage. So solve this part. 0.10 plus 1 into 1.88. It is a 2.0, 2.07 you can do. 2.07. Then D4 will be based on D3. D3 1 plus G, that is 2.07, 1 plus 10 percentage growth rate. So 1 plus 0.10 into 2.07. So it will be 2.28. Everybody have got this workings. So how to calculate the next year dividend based on the previous year dividends. So this is how we will get the estimate of the dividends which will be paid in future based on the expected growth rates. Everybody comfortable this much? Yes or no? Which part? See, in this question, multiple growth rates are given. Growth rate for the first and second year is 12 percentage. Growth rate for the third and fourth year is 10 percentage. And after that, your growth rate will remain 8% perpetual. Okay, of end of the fourth year. So see, D0 is given, that is recently paid dividend or last paid dividend. Last paid dividend means D0. That is given in the question. Okay, last paid dividend is given in the illustration, 1.50 per share. So based on D0, we have calculated the D1. Based on D1, we have calculated the D2. Based on D2, we have calculated D3. Based on D3, we have calculated the D4. Clear? By applying the growth rate. See, for first 2 year growth rate is 12 percentage. Next 2 year, that is third and fourth year, growth rate is 10 percentage. Clear this much, everybody? Yes or no? Okay. Now what you do the factors here. It is given in the question, 0.862. No need of calculating 0.743, 0.641, 0.552. Now do the multiplication, cash flow into discounting factor, and do the total. Okay. So do the total. So everybody should get this 5.43 rounded off. In financial management, zero means today. What is the dividend paid today? That is the recently paid dividend or past dividend is zero. This is given in the question. This much everybody have done. See, now one statement is given here. See, after the growth rate is expected to stabilize 8 percentage per annum continuously, means from the end of the fourth year, your dividend, I mean, a growth rate will be stabilizing at 8 percentage. Now, how we will do this? Here we are having the D4 we have calculated. Now, based on this, we will estimate the price of the share at the end of fourth year. Now, one step we will have to do. P4 we will have to find. P4. What we have to find? We have to find P0. Okay. But before that, we will have to find P4. That is what will be the price of the share in fourth year. How we can find P4? Anybody can tell how we will find P4? We have to find P0, but before that we will have to find P4. Why P4? Because here last year we have stopped is 4. So first we will find P4. And how we can find P4? Yes, how we will find P4? P4 we will calculate based on D4. See, D0 we calculate using D0. No? D0 1 plus G divided by KE minus G. Similarly, P4 how we can calculate? P4 will be D4 1 plus G divided by KE minus G. Simple. D4 is how much? 2.28. And growth rate is now stabilizing at continuously. It will be perpetual. It will be 8 percentage. So we will use that growth rate. KE is 16 minus 0.08. So you will solve this equation, you will get the P4. So this is how you have to find out the P4, that is price in fourth year, price of the share in fourth year. Okay, so solve this equation, we will get the price of the share in fourth year, P0. P4. So anybody solve this? What is the price of the share? P4, 1 plus 0.08 into 2.28 divided by 0.08. So price of the share is 30.78 at the fourth year. In fourth year, price is 30.78. Yes or no? Understood? 30.78, correct. 30.78. So P4 we have found out. So P4 is the price of the share in fourth year, P4, which we have found out using the future dividends. Because in future, the dividend will growth rate will remain constant. So we can find out the price of the share using this formula of Gordon growth model. Okay. For P0 we use D0. So for P4 we will use D4. Simple logic. Clear. So what is the price of the share in fourth year? 30.78. Now we will use this data in the table. P4 is 30.78, and this is fourth year only. This is fourth year only. So your discounting factor will be same only. Okay, here we can write P4 is equal to D4 1 plus 1 plus G divided by KE minus G, that is growth rate is 8% here. Okay. So how we will do? 2.28 1 plus 0.08 divided by KE minus G. Okay. So what is the discounted value? So this will be, you can call it as terminal value also. This will be terminal value also. So your price P0, now you can calculate. P0 will be total of these two figures. P0 will be price in fourth year plus the discounted dividends till fourth year. So your price today is 22.4. Here, multiple growth rate, how you have to solve. First, you have to take the dividends till the growth rate changes. Once the growth rate stabilizes, that year's price you will have to calculate. That is fourth year's price. Take that price in the table, discount that value, and do the totaling of these two. You will get the price, today's price you will get. So today's market price of the share is per share is 22.42.